Hey guys, my name's Elizabeth Charles and this is my story. So, I was born and raised in Miami, Florida, and living down here it's okay. Like, it's not the best, but it's not boring either. Like, there's always something going on in Miami. But where I used to live, we didn't really have it all. We was like living like a normal, perfect normal life or whatever, but it was never like we never really got what we wanted. My mom she couldn't afford it. My dad couldn't afford it and stuff. So, we just had a nice, I guess you could say a good childhood or whatever. But, my dad had left when I was in 3rd grade. So my mom became single. She became a single mom and she had to take care of 7 kids. I was one of them. My brothers was always never like a good environment to be around. They was always caught up in weed, and so they smoked a lot and stuff, and they just wasn't good people to be around. So my mom, and because my mom always worked, she never really had time to like be home to watch us, me and my little sister. So last year my mom had decided that she wanted us to move to Gainesville, Florida, to live with my sister that was going to college there. My sister agreed, and we both decided that we wanted to go to Gainesville, so we went to Gainesville, Florida for the summer. Then my mom just said, you know what, they should live there with you and just stay there for like the school year and everything. And my sister, she agreed too, so we lived there and we started going to school in Gainesville. It was like it's close to Orlando, and it's like right there by Atlanta. It's really close to like Orlando though. So we started going to school in Gainesville, and then my sister was doing great. I was doing great. I'm a A and B student. I had honor rolls, and I had I was like always in like advanced classes. I had algebra 1 honors, and I was in 8th grade at the time. So, I was really smart. I mean, I'm still smart, but the things I did was really stupid. My sister was always doing great though. She never was distracted with her work. She was amazing. She's only like 12 years old now, but she's pretty good. So, time went by and school was getting close to an end, and it was around March. And I was getting rebellious. I started being rebellious basically. I started doing stupid things. And I met this boy. We was going out. We had a pretty serious relationship. I met him in November. We were going out for like a couple months or whatnot, but we had a serious relationship. And one thing led to another, and we both was acting grown, and we both just like, you already know what happened. I didn't find out I was pregnant until maybe 2 weeks after everything had went down. My first sign, one day I was just sitting on the couch watching Netflix, and then out of nowhere I felt chills. Like I felt like really, really sick, like out of nowhere. Like it was really weird. And then I was just like, what's going on? Like, why am I feeling this way? And I had hit him up, and I was just like, hey, like, babe, I'm feeling really sick, like, I don't know what's wrong. And he was just like, maybe you catch the flu, because the flu was going around the time, so I just thought I was probably catching the flu or whatnot. And then I just started like having these cramps in my stomach, but it wasn't menstrual cramps. It was more like pain, like in my upper part and down part. It was just everywhere in my stomach. I basically just started having these cramps. And I was just like, what's going on? Like, why do I feel like this? Like, it was really weird. Like, my body never acted like this before. And I was just like getting scared. Like, I was getting really scared. I was just like, maybe I'm pregnant. So I went to school the next day, and I had a friend she told me everything, like about everything. Like how she got pregnant before too, but she had an abortion and everything. And I went to her one day and I was just like, hey, I don't know what's going on with me, but I'm probably pregnant. My period never came on yet, but that was only because my period it wasn't around the time my period was supposed to come, so I didn't think maybe I missed my period or nothing, maybe. But, at the time, it was just I was really clueless. I didn't know anything, basically, so I went to her and I was just like, I think I'm pregnant, you know. And she was just like, why do you think that? I was just like, because I was feeling like really sick yesterday. And she was just like, she was just like, I have a pregnancy test for you. If you want, I could give it to you and let you take it. And I was just like, okay, cool, thanks, you know. And next, she brought a pregnancy test the next day or whatnot. And she was like, you should take it a couple days before your expected period. It was basically an early pregnancy test. I still don't know why. I don't know what pregnancy tests really are. I never needed, you know, to do one. So I was just like, okay, I guess. So I waited and waited. And then it was getting towards the end of the month, and my period was supposed to come around the end of the month or whatnot. So I was like, I want to take it. It was like 2 days before my expected period was supposed to come. But I always had irregular periods, but I did remember my period from the last month. So I thought maybe it would come around the same time. So I was just like, I took it 2 days before my last period. Took it 2 days before my expected period was supposed to come from the last month, even though my periods were irregular. I still didn't know how my period cycle was supposed to work, but I know that maybe last month my period was around that time, so this month it would be around the same time. So, you know, I waited, and then I took it. It was like early in the morning. I had blew my boyfriend's phone up, and I was just like, hey, I'm gonna take the test. And he was just like, okay. Hey guys, so this is part 1 of me being pregnant at 14. There's gonna be a part 2, so you just gotta keep watching. And I'm not gonna tell you guys the rest until the next part, I guess. So keep watching and just subscribe and like, and you know, if you have any questions, put it down in the comments and I will be able to answer any of you guys' questions. Just, you know, I'll keep you guys updated with everything. Like, you'll know the rest of the story in the next part. Bye guys.